Hello everyone, this is the Southern Hellenist. I'm back with another video. So update, I went to the hand doctor, could not see the hand doctor because they told me I had to pay a $50 copay, which I did not know at the time that I had scheduled the appointment. If I had known that, I would have scheduled it for after payday. So that sucked. But it's life. So I got an appointment on the 21st to see the hand doctor again, and this time I will be able to see him. So, in today's video, I am going to be talking about book reviews and why I think, as a free-thinking adult, that you should, if you see the cover of a book and it really draws your attention and you like the summary of the book, definitely get the book. If you don't like it, you can always return it back to Amazon, or you can donate it to or give it to Half Price Books. I don't know. So let's start off with let's say this, okay? So here in America, we don't really have a lot of books that are written by people who actually practice the religion. We have books that are like printed out, republishing of older books and books that are written by historians and archaeologists and all that type of stuff. And these people do not practice the religion. Historians, archaeologists, they don't practice the religion. In fact, a lot of historians, and I am going to mention Amanda Beard, if that's how you her name, Beard, in that statement. So, anyways, so this book came out on Hellenic Pagans, and it was published by Llewellyn Publications, and the book is great because it cites sources, which is the first clue that the author of the book intends the book to be a work that you read and you do, and you can verify it with sources. So, before the book even came out, there was a person who got on there and commented on the book, saying basically about what kind of books that he used to write, and basically that she was using it to pitch her own group and all that type of stuff. And the book hadn't even come out, and people had commented, okay, look, the book isn't even out, why in the world are you trashing a book that's not out? So the book was delayed. It finally came out about 2 years ago, and it was snapped up, and people read it, and people loved it, and people gave it huge reviews, which is really great for the author. The author has some issues, some personal issues of his own that I'm not going to go into, but as far as it being a good book for people that are just starting out in Hellenismos, then definitely pick it up. You can always separate the author from the work. Unless it's from Hitler, then that's a different matter. So, Pagan Portals brought out a book called Hellenic Polytheism, and it is written by a woman who's a member of Helion. She does state that she happens to be a witch, all that type of stuff. And so I went on to the review section, knowing that the reviews were always going to be by people that had actually bought the book. And there was two bad reviews. One was because of the condition of the package, which I don't know what issues the Amazon driver was going through, that he or she felt the need to run over someone's package, but Yeah. I'm assuming there was some issues the driver was going through. And then there was another one that I don't remember what was written, but it was a bad review of the book. The rest of the book reviews were good, and I will admit I am enjoying the book immensely. So why are book reviews sometimes really a bad idea to read? Because they color our perception of the book before we even buy it. And the fact is, there really aren't a lot of people here in America that are writing about their own personal practice. It kind of, you kind of miss out on a lot of things. So one of the things that when you read a book by somebody who venerates and honors the gods, I mean, talking about pouring out libation, giving offerings, all this type of stuff. You sort of, when you read book reviews of books that are published or that are written by Hellenic practitioners or Greek pagans or whatever, and they spend all this time and effort to write the book, especially if the book is soundly researched and all this type of stuff. If the book is soundly researched, if there are citations up the fucking yin-yang, what the person identifies as should have no bearing on the quality of the work, especially if it's like 5 or 10 years being written, because the author is obsessed with perfection and wants to make sure that the book is perfect. So when you read book reviews, especially if the person is not is not like 100%, their practice is not 100% Hellenic and all that type of stuff, then you don't buy the book and you miss out on a picture of how a person practices and all that type of stuff. And I really have so far really enjoyed her book. I am not going to leave a written book review of the book. I'm actually going to make a video review of the book and then put it on my channel. But there are times which book reviews are not helpful in you trying to figure out if this is a book that you want to read. But sometimes it helps. But if you really want to fully understand the complexities of American Hellenism, especially American Hellenists, especially American polytheistic Hellenists, I think reading their works is important because it will help you to better understand how somebody venerates the gods, how they approach the gods, all that type of stuff. But there was one part was interesting, and I think is a good idea. In fact, I've done it before, and I'm doing it still. Is, she made a comment about how the fire to Hestia was always burning, and since she has to leave her home, and that would not be a good idea, she actually uses an LED light for that, and that's what I use because it's a lot safer. But I buy a book, I read it. If it sucks, I will tell you. If it's a really great book, I will tell you. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. If you guys could understand anything I said with this lisp, it's because I thank you, but I have right here, my tooth came out, so my gums are real sore. Yeah. But yeah. So I'm going to end there. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Until next time, may you be happy, healthy, and most importantly, be safe, and held to the gods. Bye.